I am pretty beat. I just walked myself to the library, but trying to get back on track with energy in the evening, which has been a struggle for me. So um, I think it's going to take a little while before I feel better in that. Um, that's just my little thing that I've been working on. What I wanted to talk about today, just that was on my mind a little bit, something I enjoy talking about and think a lot about, is creativity. And creativity in the sense of I'm walking myself to the library, and I'm just really thankful for libraries because they are sources of information, and it may not be always what you are looking for specifically, but there's a wealth of knowledge there. And I kind of aim for older books when well, there's an older book that I'm really trying to get, but I just keep putting it off for some reason. I tried ordering it 2 weeks ago, but they said they didn't have it in stock, so I ordered it, and then they called me back and said they didn't have it in stock. So please, order something different. I was like, nope, that's the one I want, but I got credited back. Libraries are a wealth of information, and in creativity, that equals or amounts to the idea that when you're making something and there's something creative going on, a lot of times the thought of being creative needs more answers before, the item or the idea or the project is finished. So you start usually a project that's a creative project, and somewhere along the line it becomes a source to find an answer because you don't know what color you need to use, or is that the true fact of what you're using, or the information that you're using in there, is that the fact? I just want to be with myself while I say this, and I'm out, so watching my angles. But so that's pretty much what I mean by creativity being a source for questions. And that might be because, if you think about it, a lot of people call God the creator, or anything of that nature, the higher willpower, it's a gear that keeps creating more momentum in your life for the good. So if you're looking at your willpower and you need more, you're creating more, you know what I mean? And so all those ideas, your intentions, that's something that you're kind of like a seed that you're planting. So you have the creative nourishment, basically the food, and you have the genetic DNA for the intention to fulfill itself. So you just have all that when you're doing creative work. So there's creative intention, creative prayer, there's a creative source. So and you may not at always times know the outcome at first, because when you start a project that's creative, like I said, it's gonna maybe start giving you some questions and how do I finish that, So I wanted to show you this. This is something that I found while I was sitting here. If you don't know what that is, it's definitely New England. And I can't remember, it might just be in New Hampshire where I am right now. Kind of had a travel bug, so I kind of move around a little bit here and there, but this is native to New Hampshire. I don't know if it's all New Hampshire or just the middle, but it's kind of heavy. It's got seeds. It's kind of pink. and white and lavender. It's very pretty. So, an example I can give you is the hair tonic and the toner, and it's all 3-in-1, and dirt remover that I made. So for me, like, I wanted to make something that would like help mold your hair. Like for me, like I needed something, my hair's so short it's kind of wild, but like I wanted to rub something in at the roots here and here. That was a necessity later on. And I questioned if the toner would do it, and that was basically a question leading back to the toner. The toner I was using, I made an apple cider vinegar toner, and it has other vitamins and oils in it that seemed really nourishing for the skin. And it's in an eyedropper, and I put it on, like a tissue, because I don't have any of the rounds, the cotton rounds, and you just wipe your face with it and gently wipe your eye and neck, and back of the neck, behind the ears, forehead, and it will clean the dirt off your face, or if you've just taken a shower, it'll help seal the pores and the moisture in your pores. So that's what I was using it for, and now it's also realized it was also good to get that hair that's a little bit like, if I can say it, so it's kind of unruly, but it was making more sense when I was putting it in the roots, because apple cider vinegar is good for your hair, like apple cider vinegar and oils at night, but apple cider vinegar in the day, or when you're rinsing your hair, use apple cider vinegar toners. So I put it in at the roots and just rubbed it in, and it helped put my hair back to where it needed. This needs a little help, but it's just getting big. And by the end of the day, I'll have a little bit of oils in it, and I'll put, like when I get back, I'll put some just in here, not in the root, but just in here, and I'll help tame it a little bit, because that's what you need to do with your hair, right? Everybody knows that. But those are my little tips and tricks, but I could go into detail maybe further. But yep, those are the questions. So creativity, sometimes an idea will lead to more questions. So that's what I wanted to talk about, and I'm glad you listened, and thank you very much.